Okay, hey y'all, welcome to my channel. I'm gonna scoot up some more. Okay, hey y'all, welcome to my channel. I'm Queen KJD. Give me some. The topic is how to get out of bad friendships. So the key thing to get out of any situation, relationship, friendship, whatever it may be, that no longer serves purpose to you, that you're not being respected in, you're not getting that love or that friendship commitment reciprocated back to you, you have to know your worth. And when you know your worth, that allows you to cut things off that don't serve you. That's pretty much the answer right there. It's as simple as that, but it's so hard. I feel like I always didn't know my worth, and I'm even learning it more and more, but there's so much growth for me in that area. I have not always been how I am now when it comes to knowing my worth. So I used to stay in these bad friendships because I wanted friends. I didn't want to be alone, and I think that's a lot of people's fear, and that's why they settle and they stay in these friendships that are not good for them. So I have a little story I'll tell y'all because I have been through this, and I'm in no way an expert. I'm just telling y'all what I've been through and what I've learned from it. So sophomore year of college, my best friend Christian, she didn't end up going here that year, so I was pretty much by myself. So I made some new friends. I've gotten closer to people, but they weren't really my type. But it took me a while to know that. You know, you don't really, when you don't know yourself and you don't know your worth and you don't know who you are, you just hang around with anybody because you don't know, you know. So I didn't know, so I was hanging around people, and of course people will be fake and it takes you a while to see who people are. So of course I thought everything was good because I had good intentions. I was such a genuine person. I felt like everybody was like that, and the sad truth is that they're not. So I thought everything was cool. We would always hang out, we would have fun together, but then slowly over time, I was the only one who had a car too, by the way. So once some of the other girls got a car, I noticed they stopped hanging out with me. They stopped seeing what I was doing. They stopped hitting me up. They stopped they would go places without me, things like that. And so I'm like, dang, like that's crazy because I always invite them everywhere, and so that really hurt my feelings. And it was a situation that happened with one of the girls where she put a guy who she was talking to over me, and that just done it for me. And I was just like, okay, I don't know. I'm the type of person, like, once somebody really crosses the line with me, I cut you off completely. Like, to the point where you would never know that we were close. Like, there would be no signs of showing how close we are. Not trying to do it out of spite or anything, but that's just me. I think because I'm such a lover and I'm such a genuine person that when I don't like disingenuine people, I can't deal with it. So once I see it, I completely cut it off. I'm not surrounding myself with it. I'm not playing with it. Absolutely nothing, right? So that's pretty much what happened. Did I struggle? Yes. Was I lonely? Yes. Did I not have any friends? Yes. But over time, did I start making new friends? Yes. So pretty much how I did it was kind of, I would say it was easy because, like I said, those group of girls, they would hang out with each other and not me. So I stopped forcing myself on them. You got to stop forcing yourself on people. All you have to do is literally draw back, pull back, and see if people notice. And if they reach out for you, then you that kind of tells you something. But if they don't, that also lets you know that they don't really care about you. You're not as important to them as you thought you were. So that's pretty much what I did. I just started to do my own thing. It was hard because, of course, I was such a good friend. I thought I was a genuine friend. So to not get that in return, I was disappointed. But I wasn't just going to hang out with somebody to have friends, because those aren't my friends. You know, I didn't have friends who've been jealous of me, who secretly hated on me, who talk about me behind my back. I mean, all of that stuff was going on. So that's not a friendship. Friendships should be like sisters, about sisterhood, about uplifting each other, being there for each other, confiding in each other, growing with each other, pushing each other, you know, close to success. You know, when one of your friends is tripping, confronting her because you love her and you want the best for her. Like, that's what friendship should be. And that right there, that's not what it was. So I had to distance myself. And once I've noticed, it's not like the girl was like, oh, hey, where you been? No. I mean, we would still speak, hey, bye, but I kept it real short. And I also had to pray, and I had to ask God to help me to forgive her, because she really did hurt my feelings. And I knew that we would go to the same school, so I didn't want her to have any power over me. And when I say power, when somebody walks into a room and your whole mood change because you don't like them, that person has power over you. And so I didn't want that. So I had to pray and really ask God to help me to forgive her. And I just had to accept her. Like, sometimes it's as easy as accepting people for who they are. That's just the type of person, those are just the type of girls that they were. I know what type of girl I am, and I didn't want to associate myself with them. So that also helped me when I was lonely and when I wish I had friends. I was just like, well, you don't really like you don't like that type of person. So why would you even set yourself up to hang out with them? So you have to know your worth. You have to be bold enough to think on the truth and see that this is just how that person is. And you will go through a time where you are lonely, but I also did make friends that year, made more friends who were more like me, and who I could benefit from. And because I was able to forgive her, I could still speak to her. I could still speak to all of them, you know, till this day, and not be fake or anything like that. So I think you can't be afraid to be by yourself, because you will, but you have to know it won't last forever. There are so many people out there. Like I said, I met so many friends, and I think that's another thing that, I mean, sometimes people say, well, I just can't see myself, you know, being friends. I've been friends with her. Like, who else is going to be my friend? Like, girl, there are so many people out there in the world. Don't believe those lies. Thanks so much for watching this video, y'all. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, and let's chat below. Let's talk about our friendships and everything like that. I know we've all had or ran into a couple of bad friendships, so let's all just learn from each other. So be sure to subscribe, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Toodles!